We always see you at the coolest conferences and the nicest places on earth, driving fast cars and hanging out with beautiful women. How do you do that?
Beautiful women? Oh, I never noticed that. How do you do that? Well, first you go to a website, you say, hey, this is a cool congress. Then you get your credit card, you fill in a number, and then you pay for it. Then you go, you have a good time, and then later you realize, oh my God, how am I going to pay that back? And then you start working and selling your services and your products, and and you build upon that and you continue, and yeah.
Okay, for the viewers, we're talking to Erik from Digiredo. Can you give me the elevator pitch and what do you do and what do you make money with?
Digiredo is a consultancy agency, and we consult in new media, and where we focus on really is implementing new media within organizations for improving internal and external communications. What we primarily focus on is how to use new media within an organization, because if you want to win outside, you have to start inside. And many companies forget that and say, hey, let's go on Twitter or let's start a Facebook account or whatever. Yeah, but first you have to mobilize your people within the organization, and that's what we're trying to do first, and then we go outside. And we help them doing that.
Can you give some practical examples of companies that you're really turned around, that are doing everything right now on social media?
Yeah, let me start with a company called Apple. No, seriously. Really turned around. No, actually we're still working for a veterinary pharmaceutical company, and what we did is building an internal platform for innovation. And while doing that, so people can post their ideas and people can comment on ideas, we'll also start building a blog, an RSS feed, an internal wiki, a podcast, and you really see that people start using these kind of tools internally. And now also the product manager, the brand managers are realizing this can be very powerful for inside, and now they're starting to utilize that also outside in their campaigns.
Okay, and I see you doing interviews all the time with a lot of people. Is that just a way of marketing kind of your product and kind of what you guys do?
Actually, we utilize video for, basically the same stuff as you guys are also doing, is that to create content, to get in contact with a lot of interesting people, because if you interview people, you always get a chance to talk to them before and after and get a lot of interesting contacts. And also we go to congress organizations, a lot of pharma congress organizations, and we sponsor them by, we do the video coverage and you give us some coverage on the podium or in a panel and stuff like that, yeah.
Okay, and what are you going to do for the future? I mean, is the social consulting gonna really be the core business, and what are you going to build upon that? Do you want to be the next multinational of consultants, or?
Well, no. First of all, we just want to have fun, but everybody wants to have fun. But we have basically a few pillars. We have the consultancy, we have new media production, and we have our training. But like a lot of people, we're now also focusing on is app development. So I have a few very nice ideas for app developments. So we're still looking for developers. So if you are a developer on the iPhone, and
I'm not.
No, but if someone is listening, write me a mail to Erik@digiredo.nl. That's Erik with a K at Digiredo, Digiredo.nl. Because we're looking for some developers.
Okay, we're charging for advertisement in the video.
Oh, you sent me an invoice.
Thank you very much. What conference is next for you guys?
We were planning to go to the iPhone Dev conference in London, but it has been postponed for the second time. The first one because there was some kind of volcanic activities in Iceland. I don't know. And the second time it was then postponed to June 7. But then they said, oops, that is the same day as the Worldwide Developers Conference. And then so Steve Jobs tried to mess up. And so now it's the 25th of June we're going to London. Yeah.
Cool. And now you're a connoisseur of conferences, of course. What do you think of this edition of the Next Web?
I must say that the first day sucked, really.
Actually, last year I thought the first day was the best, and this year I hear different things. I wasn't there.
No, I wasn't there last year, but the first day sucked. So I told René, my business partner, well, the second and third day really must make up, and they did. I think they have a very good lineup of speakers. It's interesting to see new developments of the new entrepreneurs. There are some really nice ideas which I wrote down. I'm definitely going to try. So yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we go to 1 or 2 big congresses in the US. That's our strategy. And 1 or 2 big congresses in Europe. This was trying out this one. We're still doubting this or Picnic, which is a big one too, or Le Web in France. We don't know yet, but this is definitely worthwhile going to, I can say.
Okay, and in terms of the startups, what was you said you took notes with some of them. What really stood out for you? What's really interesting for you guys?
Well, I would say that since we are in Enterprise 2.0, I was really surprised by this company called Double Dutch, which has a Foursquare for within organizations, and that kind of hit me, because I was thinking, how can you make this to a game within an organization? For example, to sales reps, they go to their customers and they check in with the customers, and they sell certain products, and they can, you know, put it there, and they can earn badges if they introduce a campaign correctly, and they can have a competition amongst them, because sales reps are pretty competitive from nature. So I found it a very interesting service.
Very cool. So it's actually a Dutch startup that caught your eye.
It is. It is.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great time. See you at the next, no, not the next web, but the next conference.
I will certainly do so. Okay, thank you.
Je hebt van die mensen, daar ben je ontzettend jaloers op, want die volg je dan een beetje. En jij zit altijd op de coolste conferences, overal over de hele wereld. Hoe doe je dat? Wacht even, we zouden het in het Engels doen.
En dan zegt hij tegen mij...
Ga in het Engels antwoorden. Oké, take 2.
Take 2. That's 2.
It's a live...